With 3 minutes left of the market at 3:57 p.m., we detected 5,000 unusual options on Apple stock. Today, August 1st. What do these options mean? Because Apple will be reporting earnings after hours on August 3rd in just 2 days. So in this video, we'll take a look at what this could mean, since this was done at a very unusual timing, 3 minutes before the market closed, to find an understanding of where Apple could be going. September 15th, 190 strike puts and 190 strike calls. September 15th, 45 days away. Here we have the 190 strikes. The call side has an open interest of 36,000. On the put side, we have 41,000. So these are greater than the unusual options of 5,000 today. So the data is not very conclusive and clear at this time of whether or not these trades are closing or opening trades. Because if they were opening trades, they could have bought the 190 strike puts and sold the 190 strike calls. And this trade, you can see, has a negative 100 delta, which is a short bearish position, as the price of Apple at 195 goes down on the x-axis here. The profit loss line increases because this is a short position. So that could be the case if it is an opening trade. However, if it is a closing trade, then it could mean that they were taking profits on their bullish trade. And by closing that, by taking profits on their bullish trade, they would have had to sell their call and buy the put back. So it would be this trade being done to take profits, right? And if they are taking profits on a previously bullish trade, that could also mean that they're not necessarily as bullish anymore. That perhaps Apple may not go up much higher. So that's something you want to take into account, because in either scenario, it isn't necessarily very, very bearish. It could range from very bearish for Apple, or it can range close to neutral to moderately bearish. And also, because Apple has traded so much, this volume, this is why when we share stock picks with our members, the data is more clear. It doesn't have so much open interest like stocks that trade so often, where the data is not as clear. It takes more time to analyze the data when the data is not conclusive enough. So lots more variables we have to analyze to make a determination as to the stock price movement, what the large investor is doing. And so that's why for our members, we prefer to share stock picks where not a lot of volume is being traded, because the data is stronger and more clear, so we can predict stock prices. And that's how we become more profitable. So if you're interested in better stock picks more accurate predictions on stock prices, consider joining our membership by clicking the join button on our channel homepage. If you've been following this channel, you know that a lot of our predictions have been correct, even though the videos that we provide freely are not as predictive as the ones we share with our members. Even the one today we shared with everyone, actually on AMD earnings, came out to be accurate as well, right? I believe AMD is up after earnings, 121. It was 117. So click on the video on how we predicted this earnings. We have a video on AMD that we made yesterday to predict earnings. We'll put a link at the end. We'll also put a link at the end on the left bottom for another stock that we predicted, Uber. We predicted that it would go down after earnings, which it did. You see today it reported negative 5%. So watch that one if you want to see how we predict stocks going down for earnings. Watch the AMD one on how we predict stocks going up for earnings. Okay, so you got different ways you can learn on how we implement our strategy, on analysis, because we are very data driven and the data is highly predictive than other types of analysis out there like technicals or fundamentals. So that is what we believe and how we trade based on that. If you're interested in joining our membership to increase your profitability, to diversify your portfolio, highly encourage you to join our membership, because we don't share these stocks that trade so often. We share more less commonly known stocks that people are not trading as often, and those are highly more profitable. Okay? As usual, please smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't. If we find any more unusual options on Apple before earnings, we will let everyone know by the earnings date, August 3rd, in 2 days. All right. Take care, everybody, and good luck.